This is the Pulse Beat. It's said that every inspiration starts with a spark, and we're here to ignite a fire. Join us as we showcase conversations from esteemed experts in a multitude of specialties. You'll find experts discussing topics that stimulate, inspire, and encourage. From the famous and familiar to the lesser known, the Pulse Beat will be your go-to for stirring up a sense of truth and optimism. A podcast that pulses truth with every interview and story, bringing hope into dark places.
I like it. Pressure's only made when you make it.
For real, man. Yeah. So I gotta sneak in behind the mic. So we go. Yeah.
Is that how we do it now?
Yeah, that's what he said.
We're in the right place for it.
Yeah, very.
The why.
Yeah. So how long you been with Moms? Is it Moms for America?
Moms for America, yeah.
Okay.
Moms for America. But Trump is so funny. We had this funny story with Trump, and I'll answer your question. But we had this funny story with Trump where he calls it Moms of America,
right? And
so it got really big, that name too. So now we're kind of both. Okay. We have to be now.
Okay. Just playing off both.
Yeah. Moms for America though. So I have been with Moms for America technically for like 20 years.
Oh. Okay.
Kimberly Fletcher, the founder of Moms for America, happens to be my mom. And I remember when I was a teenager when she was founding it in her living room. What's cool about her is she's just the ultimate mom. 10 kids. 8 people in the family, 8 kids.
Oh, okay.
Homeschooled all of us. Yeah. My dad was in the military.
Wow.
And I don't. Just to make a long story short, I mean, my dad was stationed at the Pentagon during 9/11. He got sent to Iraq. All these different things are happening. And basically, long story short, why she started Moms for America, because when all these things were happening, she just didn't understand the political atmosphere. They didn't really teach those things. It's kind of that schoolhouse rock basic level of civics they give you in school. But she didn't understand her rights. She didn't understand how to be a patriot. She knew her husband was in the military, and she wanted to give an opportunity to help other moms to solve that issue. And so she made Moms for America, built these resources, that pocket constitutions. She was a big reason why that got popular. All these different aspects where we can understand what our rights are as Americans and what your rights are as a parent and as a mom, and how to teach that and instill those values in their kids.
That's amazing.
It's fantastic.
Man.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah. And the impact that she's had has just affected so many, man. Many. It's incredible.
Yeah. So. It's amazing. 20 years later, now we have over 500,000 moms in the active network. Wow. We affected 8 million moms in the last election itself. We helped 3 senators, U.S. senators, get into office, and in Ohio, and he out in Montana, and then also in Texas. Okay. So and then that's Moms for America has 2 aspects of it, right? So we don't endorse politicians on Moms for America's side. We have Moms for America Action, and we kind of a little bit more involved. You can't really escape politics. Yeah. Sadly. Yeah. But politics doesn't have to be the politics.
Right. It doesn't have to be your identity, right?
No. Yeah. But Moms for America what it comes down to is, are you a patriot? Mm-hmm. Do you want your kid? Do you want to see your kids being destroyed in schools? Yeah. Do you want them to be raised as God-fearing patriots? If you want those things, whether you're left, right, east, west, doesn't really matter. Yeah. It's we give you those abilities to be able to do that. That's awesome. And that's really where it comes down to.
Do you remember? I know you guys did so many cities, but do you remember in Salt Lake was your mom the one that spoke for Moms of America?
Oh yeah, she comes here often. We actually have a really great group here in Utah.
Okay.
And we have one of our I don't pick favorites with our groups, but our Utah group is so great. And in fact, I'm literally in town right now. Obviously, I'm coming here and talking with y'all, but I'm in town picking up a bunch of hurricane relief supplies.
Oh, okay.
You know, we filled up 53-foot semi trucks for hurricane relief.
Wow.
Moms for America gathers moms together.
Sure, man.
You know, not only do we give them the resources, but we when the army is needed,
Yeah.
what better army to have than an army of moms?
No better.
The mama
army.
bears are ready to roll.
Seriously.
And we called them up when the hurricanes happened, and they did drives across this great United States, and was able to fill 7 trucks, and I'm here loading up more from our Utah team, who just was itching to just get to it. But yeah, Kimberly came out here and spoke. We do a lot of events out here, whether they're politically involved or just educational involved. We do both in various scenarios. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
So when's the first time you tried Cardio Miracle? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
Gosh, Cardio Miracle. You know, I first tried it kind of through Kimberly.
Okay.
You know, we were doing a Tucker tour, and Tucker Carlson, a great friend of Moms for America, great guy, and Cardio was out there. She came out and spoke. Kimberly was speaking in Utah,
Right.
and got to meet the Cardio family.
Okay.
And it was you know, when you meet John,
Yeah.
you know, who started, it's hands down easy.
Yeah.
You just fall in love with that guy.
Sure. Oh yeah.
You know, just an awesome awesome big teddy bear of a man. I love him to death. He's so fantastic. And his vision that he gave us, we sat down and really understood the vision, and that's when we really got to try it. Like so I started that day. I actually took some in Utah, and now it's been gosh, it's been like 2 months now. Okay. And I just can't stop it.
Yeah.
You know, I got some right here.
I know, you got it.
You know.
And you kind of described like the way that you use Cardio Miracle as a resource kind of to help with your workouts and with your recovery and things of that nature. Can you go through that with me?
Yeah, I think my big thing is, you know, my wife's a big health nut, and you know, and just understands it. My big thing was what's in there, what's good for me, what's going to help me out personally, because everyone take supplements when you're older.
Yeah, sure.
That's not the case. It's preventative. Yeah. Preventative medicine is literally what's going to save America. And preventative medicine doesn't necessarily mean a pill. Yeah. It could just mean putting the stuff that we need for our bodies and various things that help support us inside of, you know, in this awesome drink. And I think for me, that's what I wanted. I'm big on working out. Yeah, sure. I'm big on health, so I take it for pre-workout, and I love it. It's great. It gives me energy. I feel really great about it. But also, I just feel good after it as well. And then I take it later after a meal in the evenings. And
for recovery.
And I feel recovery, and it because it does all those things. It's not just about it's obviously heart is a big thing, and a lot of these there's a huge list. That you can look at, and I've literally talked to people who've actually had these issues solved, which is amazing. I mean, firsthand people I trust and know, and then, but for me, it's also just the simple things like pre-workout and feeling good through the day, and I have that for me.
Yeah, that's why I stopped it right here. Is it combines over 50 whole food nutrients in one serving, and what we have specifically is we have 58 whole and organic fruits and vegetables in the product.
Unbelievable.
And so. You know, some can use it for a pre-workout. I like to use it personally for like a post so that it will help me recover faster. And so I can go in and do it again. I used to be a strongman, so I used to flip telephone poles and lift cars and stuff.
I can see that about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had that vibe.
But I used to be 480 pounds.
Wow.
And so I've dropped almost 200 pounds just doing intermittent fasting, and I do a lot of keto diet.
Sure.
But now with my workouts, they're a lot more specific and intentional rather than just picking up heavy.
When you get the nutrients you need too.
Yeah, for real.
That's the toughest part. Like when I was on my build, because I'm kind of like the opposite. Yeah. You know, I was trying to build. I'm sure you were like, hey, have some of my weight. I don't mind.
So you can have some.
Yeah. I was kind of trying to build my muscle, kind of get more. You know, because I was just very small, and the toughest thing about when I was doing that was you have to eat so much food in that scenario. But like you're also not getting it's just a bunch of chicken. It's basically what you're eating all the time, and you just lose a lot of the nutritional values and nutritional facts. So I do these multivitamins and all these things, and it just was not doing it for me. And I will say this, I wish I had this during that journey because this was about a year ago now when I finished up, but I went from 145 to about 185.
Wow.
And it was just mostly muscle gain.
Yeah, that's
my fat percentage didn't change really that much. Maybe like by 1.5, 2%, you know, but the reason why I stopped is because my knowledge wasn't good enough at the time to be able to get everything else I needed. I started feeling a little bit more frail. And I think that's, I'll tell you this much, it's definitely got me back in the journey. I'm back in the gym again. I didn't stop necessarily, but I'm back to trying to build again.
Sure. Yeah.
And this kind of helped me with that. So it's great.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Any parting words for us before I have the pleasure of interviewing your better half?
Yeah, definitely the better half. It's a very good, well said. I think this is my biggest thing for anybody, for the moms of Moms for America out there, and for the guys who are working out, whoever you may be. Cardio Miracle really truly helped me out personally, and I could see that. But it also helped my mom out, it helped my wife out, it helped my sister out, it helped my friends out. I've really seen the benefits, and we don't endorse at Moms for America, as a lot of our moms know. We don't really do that. But this is a time of healing in America, and it's not just on political healing. This is a time for healing our bodies, our minds, and our souls. And Cardio Miracle has done that for me, and I think it also can do it for our moms.
It's amazing, man. Thank you so much for sitting down.
Absolutely,
with me,
brother.
bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Maybe we do some bench pressing.
Heck yeah. Or I bench press you,
You probably could. Absolutely you could. Yeah. I'm not even a max 225. Yeah. We're going to make that happen.
No, all man. Right, thank you very much. All right. So we do this, So you probably.
I'll probably need it a lot closer than you.
Yeah.
She's very soft.
My hands are a lot smaller.
No, thanks so much for doing this impromptu, sit down. We're so excited that you guys are part of this, and we're so honored to be a little part of it as well. So
yeah.
How long have you been with Moms in America?
Let's see. Unofficially, I've been part of Moms for America for over 10 years because I married into the family. Kimberly's my wonderful mother-in-law. So unofficially, I've volunteered and have done a lot of stuff with her. Officially working for them, it's been 2 years. I'm the office manager now, and just handle all of the mundane mail and things like that. So that's what I do for that in 2 years.
It's got to do it. The operation side of things, it's got to be there.
Yeah, and Kimberly travels a lot, and I'm really the only one that's ever consistently home because I've got my babies to take care of. So it works out.
No, that's amazing. And it kind of, I guess, a personal question. Are you guys going to try to match what your family that your husband is from, 8 or
no. We are quite happy with 2. If we'd had another boy, we would have tried again for a third to have a baby girl.
That's fabulous.
I prayed and was like, I would like to be done. Please give me my little girl. So
I just kind of jumped to the most personal question.
No, you're fine. Yeah. You're good. We are not matching. We're stopping on my side of the family. There's only 2.
Oh, good for
my
you.
My sister and I. So we're good with 2.
Awesome.
We're not outnumbered at 2.
That is so
There's
great.
one-on-one, and we can manage it.
That is so great. And so with the tour that they were doing with the Tucker tour and stuff, were you able to be a part of that?
Yeah, I went out to 3 different ones. I went to the one in Kansas City, which was only a couple hours from us, and then I went to the very last 2 in Florida.
Okay.
And that was really cool, being able to kind of see that whole side of things, because you watch people do the tours, but I'd never been able to be a part of it and see the behind the scenes and all of the work that goes into it, and it's a lot.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of stuff.
Definitely, there's so much behind the scenes.
It's impressive. Yeah. I was very impressed with all of the people who were involved in all of that, having to go around, and that's where I found you guys. Yeah, and seriously. Zach was like, "You've got to try this stuff," and I was like, "Okay, what is that?"
That's amazing. So, as a mom of 2 children, how was this Cardio Miracle? How's it kind of affected you, as a mom standpoint?
Well, it has significantly cut down on any kind of supplements I need, which is incredibly convenient. It is so annoying to have to take 5 or 6 different types of supplements to get everything that you feel like you need. And instead, now I can just drink this, which it tastes good too, which is a huge benefit for me because a lot of these types of drinks, they kind of don't taste all that good. But this one tastes great. This is like punch, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
So being able to do that and then just drink it with my meals, that's all I have to do. And I'm good. I don't have to worry about taking anything else with it. And that has been very nice.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Incredibly great with that.
Thank you so much for that. And does it help your energy levels like it did Zach? Or
I haven't noticed anything as far as energy levels, but I will say that it has significantly cut down my sweet tooth.
Okay.
I have a very large sweet tooth. My husband can attest to that. And it's been a struggle, honestly, for my entire life, is just really enjoying carbs and sugar, and it's been a struggle to find something that has consistently helped me with that. I've done intermittent fasting, and that has helped a bit, but I was surprised within 1 week of consistently drinking Cardio Miracle, my sugar cravings were almost gone.
That's amazing.
Every now and then I still will get it, but not anywhere like they used to
we're
be.
human, right? We all
And it's everywhere.
Yeah,
it's everywhere. It's hard to get away from it when it's everywhere. So
I was doing 20-hour intermittent fasting for 2 years. I did I would stop eating at 6 p.m. and then not eat again until the next day, 2 p.m. And
that's impressive.
2 servings of Cardio Miracle, it will not break your fast. And
that's good to know. I hadn't even thought about that.
And so that would satiate me while I was fasting, and it would help keep me focused because it would take away the brain fog and really help me kind of hone in on like, remember where you started, So.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard when you're hungry. I mean, truly, it's difficult to be focused. But
seriously,
yeah, I've been impressed. I was talking to my sister-in-law. I was like, I can't believe how just drinking this for 1 week has significantly cut down. Even just like the nibbling. Yeah. Like I feel like I want to do nibbles of stuff, and I make him cookies at night. And I used to always really want to try like eat the cookie dough, but now I'm like, no, I don't even want it anymore. And I found that when I do have a bit of a sugar craving, I am like, I'm just going to drink one of those and see if it goes away, and it goes away. It's like, oh,
yeah, no,
well, there we go.
And if that's like the magic bullet, right? And so that's incredible. So how do you feel like this is going to help the Moms for America? Look, I did what Trump did. I said Moms of America. But
Moms of
Moms
America.
for America. I'll do the hands, okay? So so the Moms for America, how do you feel like this can help the Moms for America just in general?
Well, I would say that it cuts out all of the tedious research that I had to do when it comes to trying to figure out the right supplements that you want to be taking, because it's come down to now where it's not even just about the supplements, it's about the quality of the supplements. And are you taking a quality supplement? And now you don't have to do all of that research anymore and delving into, well, what do I really need and what's really going to help me and all of these. Now you just take this, which is an all-in-one pill, which is great. Yeah. And if you're like me, who doesn't drink soda or juice or anything like that, it's also kind of a nice little treat. Sure. Because all I'm drinking is water, and this is a nice little healthy, different drink to have. Yeah. And it's fast. You can have the little to-go ones. So if you're running around, you don't have to think about it. You just throw those in your purse. You pull one out, dump it in water, shake it, and you're good to go. Seriously. And you don't have to really think about it any more than that. Yeah. And you just it's just so convenient. No, seriously. Truly so convenient.
And the research came out so the discovery of nitric oxide, it won the Nobel Prize in Medicine back in 1998. Mm-hmm. And so the research was kind of buried at that time, and each of the 3 doctors and scientists, they were doctors and scientists, they won the Nobel Prize in Medicine, and they were each paid a certain amount to shut up about it, right? But they all wrote books about it before they were paid off. So this one book talks about how children should not supplement with nitric oxide, But what John Hewlett did with Cardio Miracle is he put in whole fruits and vegetables so that, like I know with my children, I've got 3 kids, 10, 13, and 17. And when they were littles, when they were 5 and 6 and 7, whenever I was drinking this yummy pink drink, they always wanted a drink of it, right? And so what is so wonderful to me is that anyone can drink it because it's whole fruits and vegetables. And even like a little swig for a little 2-year-old or 3-year-old it's not bad for them.
Right. It's not something that you have to keep away from them and be like, no, you can't have that.
Exactly. This is daddy's drink or whatever, you know? And so it's a really refreshing alternative to some of these other pre-workouts and whatever, these no explodes and all these other things with nitric oxide, is that typically it was more of a vasodilator that would just give you a big pump in the gym.
Right.
And so this is more of health, wellness, longevity.
Which is what I like. I think that it's important, especially for moms and women in general, to be thinking about long-term goals. And a lot of that pre-workout and post-workout stuff, it's not really something you want to be taking long-term because there's a lot of junk in most of it.
Sure.
But it's great to have something that you can consistently be like, oh, this is something I can just keep taking for the rest of my life. Yeah. It tastes good. It's good for me. And I don't have to worry about any nasty side effects or anything like that. It's just a nice all-around drinkable supplement, basically.
No,
which is fantastic.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. See, one of the biggest phrases that I'm trying to coin is a term of, when people say I can't really feel a difference, I say, well, you can't really feel prevention, you know? Right. And so I tell them, if you can't feel anything, go off of it and see how you feel.
Right.
And then people go off it, and I've kept track of it, and 99% of the time people come back, you know? Right. Or they'll go to Amazon because they don't want to face me and say they're going back.
Well, right. And part of the thing too is, you know, we kind of live in a world right now where everything has to be instant gratification. Yeah. You have to notice things right away. Well, I want to feel fantastic 24/7 all the time. That's what this should do for me. But when in reality, it's not going to be the case for anything, really. Sure. But the thing about this is that you know that when you're taking it, it is preventative. And so it tastes good in the moment, because you're giving yourself a little boost of all of the good things that our bodies are really just not getting with most average American diets now.
Absolutely.
And but it's something that you can continue taking and know that, well, I might not have a specific problem now, but this will prevent problems from occurring down the road. Oh, yeah. Which everybody wants to be able to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So why have problems later on when you could just completely avoid them?
Seriously. So as the office manager for Moms for America, can you tell us a bit more about Moms for America and the vision that you guys have and what you're trying to accomplish?
So we really want to reach out to all of the moms, obviously, in this country who are just kind of feeling a bit isolated. I think that this last election was awesome in a lot of ways of showing that the average mom in this country who cares deeply about their children and about liberty and freedoms and the country that their children are going to inherit, that they're not alone or as isolated as I think that a lot of the opposition would like us to believe that we are. And what we really want to do is reach out to all of these women and provide resources and guidance and a community of like-minded women who can all connect and find friendships and playmates for their kids with families that you know are going to line up with what your beliefs are. And so that's what we're doing. We've got incredible websites and all of these resources and things for you to be able to teach your children. So we've got a ton of homeschooling material, but if you're one of the moms who's just not capable of doing that, we've got so many programs for you to just be able to do with your kids at home when you get time, just to teach them about the history of our country and what we stand for and what we want to try to preserve which is freedom and liberty and justice for everybody.
It's amazing.
And so that's what we're doing. We're reaching out one mom at a time, one community at a time.
I love that.
Trying to get everybody who feels like they need some help and showing everybody that you're not alone.
100%.
There's so many of us out here.
Oh yes. And there's no from my opinion, there's no more important role than a mother, for sure.
I think it's definitely something that's undervalued in our community. We've kind of put moms on the back burner in the sense of, even our little girls. Most little girls, you ask them what they want to be when they grow up. They're not saying a mom. They're saying all of these other things, and all of the other things that women want to do are good, but we can't forget that how important family is and the legacy that you leave with your children, because if you don't have children, then we will cease to exist.
100%.
And so we need to show moms that, no, you have the most important job on this planet, which is raising the next generation of human beings who will inherit not only this country, but this earth. And we need to be good stewards of this earth that we've been placed on and the resources that we've been provided. And if you're not teaching your children that, nobody's going to.
Absolutely.
So, moms, we are the ones responsible for making sure that this country and this planet is taken care of in our children.
How eloquent are you? My goodness. No, you're just amazing. So can you give us a website that we can throw out there for the Moms for America?
It's just
momsforamerica.net.
momsforamerica.net.
Okay.
And it'll have all of the links that you need to get you to all the other areas that you might want to be interested in.
Perfect. And then is there anything that, just in summary, is there anything else that you'd like to leave with us?
I just would like to let all of the moms out there know, if you are busy like me and you don't like swallowing 10 or 20 different types of pills, get this and you don't have to do that anymore.
Absolutely.
And it tastes great.
That's amazing. And what I'm so excited about with the Moms for America and Cardio Miracle is we have a very similar vision, and we have a very similar mission that our mission is to, save the hearts of mankind and to save millions of lives. And it all begins and sustains through the wonderful mothers in the world.
Right. And every mom wants their kids to be healthy.
Yes.
So we're enjoying the fact that we can partner with people who have that same mentality. We want to just make people healthy again.
Absolutely.
And give them the easy, convenient ways to do that to fit into our busy schedules.
That's the goal.
So it's awesome.
I love it. Well, thanks so much for taking time with me today.
Yeah,
You're
thank you.
so wonderful. Appreciate you a lot.